path to the prosperity of a nation. Let peace reign. On the news this evening, INEC denies handing over 2023 voters register to RESEC. RESEC insists INEC provided voters register for local government elections. House of Representatives allege discrimination, demand GCO and honor for its speaker. On the foreign scene, UN chief condemns Iran attack after Israel ban. Details in a bit. First, a commercial break. Welcome back. Now the news in detail. The Independent National Electoral Commission INEC says it has not officially handed over the 2023 voters register to the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission to conduct local government elections in the state. Addressing journalists in Port Harcourt, State Resident Electoral Commissioner Johnson Alalibo said INEC is adhering to a federal high court order from Abuja which has restrained the commission from releasing the voters register. Mr. Alalibo explained that while RESEC had made a formal request for the voters register, the process was not completed before the court order was issued.
The RESEC has written to us about 2 times for release of register, but we have not released before we received from our headquarters an order from Federal High Court restraining INEC from releasing the register. So up till now, we have not officially handed over the Rivers State voters register to the RESEC. We have not given them.
Correspondent Timeko Otuka reports that Mr. Alalibo said the voters register is currently under the custody of INEC's ICT department.
The ICT department housed the voter register, and the voter register is in soft copy. And in 2 ways, either we give it to them in that soft copy, or we photocopy them, both black and white and color. Then we stamp certified true copy. But we have not given them. There is no register in our office that will show that we have handed over such a document to them. They have not, but they have written.
Reacting to this, the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission RESEC says INEC cannot deny providing it with the updated voters register for the upcoming October the 5th local government elections. The Commissioner for Public Affairs and Civic Education of RESEC, Tamanotoyi Prophet Tubbins, while clarifying claims by the REC and Rivers State, told correspondent Soibi Oruwari that the Commission followed due process before obtaining the register for the election.
Well, that is not true. And INEC cannot in good conscience say that because the correspondence between the two bodies is here. And we have the documents here. We have all the correspondence here. They have given us all that we needed for the election, and we are proceeding for the election. The 2023 updated register of voters for Rivers State is right now in our possession, and we got it from INEC. I told you this thing happened last year between July and October.
Mr. Prophet Tobin, to explain the period the commission got the voters register, also said the commission is ready to challenge INEC's denial.
The security presence you see there is at the instant. The security presence you see there is at the instance of precinct. And we were with the Commissioner of Police and his team on Monday this week, wherein we had robust interface. And in that meeting, we have the assurances of the security operatives that security of voters' materials is guaranteed. I can tell you this for a fact. Security is guaranteed. Everybody will be secured as far as the election is concerned.
That was the soundbite of the commissioner commenting on the sensitive materials for the 5th October local government elections, which are not in the public domain, let alone the electoral results. He was reacting to claims that election results for Saturday's election were being printed in some quarters in the state. The commissioner, while commenting on the continued presence of the security agencies at headquarters, said it was a product of the commission's meeting with the leadership of the Rivers State Police Command. To take a listen.
People can just decide to pop up with one propaganda or the other, but I can tell you for sure that the sensitive materials are secured. They are not printed around as people are insinuating. So if there are results people are insinuating, we don't have knowledge of that, and there's nothing like that. I want to assure Rivers people that even the sensitive materials, they are embossed. They have security features that you cannot beat. It has not gone out. The time for it to go out, when it gets to that time, that is during the election day properly.
Political developments in contemporary times.
In the meantime, Rivers State's Governor Siminalayi Fubara says he expected his detractors to show their popularity by contesting in the forthcoming local government elections. Governor Fubara said this when members of the Rivers State Inter-Party Advisory Council IPAC visited him at the government house today. The governor charged Rivers people not to be scared of coming out to vote.
Some months ago, was bragging what is holding the governor from conducting election. That if he comes and conducts the election, he was going to win all the 23 seats. So what has changed? We're conducting election now. You're the same person going to cry. You don't want to participate in the election. You told us that, look, this 23 local government can be won this way and that way. And now you're scared. But whichever way, I can assure you, God on our side, with the information we've given to the security agencies, the information we have to all the authorities that are consigned and are also needed in the course of this process, this election will hold.
Governor Fubara said nothing will stop the election from being held and warned anyone planning to stop it to stay clear.
The issue of the court cases here and there, I can tell you, not an issue to stop the election. That is a substantive judgment giving the RISEC all the powers to ensure that elections hold. And we are standing by that judgment. But we'll also ensure that lives and property will be protected. What we request from you is go and perform your civil responsibility to the state. We're also aware that some machineries are being, engaged both within and outside the state. I feel sorry for whoever is going to be a victim.
Earlier in his remarks, the IPAC chairman, Suswema Osaro, said the council is ready for a free and fair election on Saturday. Corresponding to Yeka Chinwosu reports that the state APC chairman, Emeka Beke, attended the meeting. Meanwhile, some residents of Rivers State, including Hart Badam, Destiny Numeriji, and 4 others, are asking a federal high court to reinstate Hart Badam as the authentic APP chairman. They also want the APP state chairman Sonny Wokikoro removed. They are also raising questions about when the 23 chairmanship candidates became APP members in the state. They're calling for any actions taken by Mr. Wokikoro to be declared null and void. When the matter came up in court today, the lawyer to the plaintiffs, Excel Omegara, applied for a motion to serve the defendants, including INEC and the 23 APP chairmanship candidates, through substituted means. The presiding judge, Justice Emmanuel Obele, granted the motion. In the meantime, some residents of Port Harcourt have been speaking on whether they would be participating in the elections. Those who spoke to our correspondent said they will not participate due to security concerns. Others said they will take part.
I have to take. I'm not ready to vote for anybody because this country is because I'm not voting for anybody. Even I'm with my voter's card now, but I cannot vote for anybody.
I will vote. I have voter's card.
No, I don't just have a reason, but I don't think if I can, I will participate. I said it's for my own safety. I don't want any harm, so I'd rather stay at home instead of participating. Because the last one, governorship election, when I participated, my unit where we voted, so we had a little. It was good, but I don't think if I can participate on this particular one.
Well, we all know River State now, the violence and everything, so I'd rather be in my house that day and get some rest.
Yes, I'll be voting. I have a polling unit and I have a voter's card, and my polling unit is at Roma Log. That's where I'm going to cast my vote on Saturday.
We'll go for a quick commercial break. Still to come, House of Representatives alleged discrimination demand GCO and honor for its speaker. Do stay tuned. Thank you for staying tuned. Welcome back. Now, the rest of the newscast. The Rivers State Chairman of the Nigeria Union of Teachers, NUT, Collins Echikpo, says teachers will fully participate in the 5th October local government election. Mr. Echikpo said this when NUT members paid a thank you visit to Governor Siminalayi Fubara for approving the extension of retirement age for teachers, among other good gestures.
We are appreciative of your teacher-friendly disposition, which are aimed at bettering the welfare of Rivers people. The NUT State Secretariat is on the verge of completion through your benevolence of donation of 250 million naira. Thank you, Your Excellency, for the appointment of over 7 of our teachers to the position of permanent secretary. Also, thank you for the promotions of teachers in the state. We are assuring you that come October 5th, all teachers will come in their numbers for the voting on that very day.
Addressing the teachers on behalf of the governor, the Rivers State Head of Service, George Wake, charged the teachers to show appreciation by putting more effort in their jobs. In another development, the Rivers State Commissioner for Education, Ovi Chukwuma, says the state government will soon sanction head teachers of public schools who demand unauthorized monies from students. Dr. Chukwuma said this while addressing NUT state members at the gate of Government House. In the same vein, some students of Ignatius Ajuru University of Education say they may protest if the recent hike in some school charges are not reversed. In an interview with our correspondent, the students expressed difficulties in affording to pay additional fees amid the current economic realities. They called on Governor Siminalayi Fubara and relevant stakeholders in Rivers State to prevail on the school management.
The girl was inside crying. Then my neighbor told me that it's like the mom is not around. Unfortunately, the second
The way IUE management keep increasing fees with impunity is quite disheartening, it's alarming, and students are facing a lot of frustration. The professional development levy of 36,800 naira plus our school fees, we are still paying portal access.
They're supposed to know how the people are feeling. It is not everybody that have this particular money. That's why we came to this lesser side. If we have at least the way the country is, understand the way the students are feeling.
We are asking for a 40% reduction of whatever they have increased, both the school fees, the portal access fees, and the interswitch, the developmental fee, because the billing is too much for us. There are some students that are schooling on their own without any sponsors.
Reacting to this, the public relations officer of the institution, Ngozi Okiridu, said the university only increased professional charges. Dr. Okiridu urged the students not to protest but to dialogue with the management.
We've not increased our fees. We're charging between 64 to 65,000 naira for the fees. But I believe what these students are referring to as increase in school fees is their professional charges like the portal access, the ICT, the health, and then the biometrics, and of course their insurance. It's not the tuition. And I must tell you that we're the lowest. You can verify from other universities. So please, our students should just be calm. We understand things are hard for everybody. It's just a little increase in the professional charges.
In other news, the House of Representatives has expressed dissatisfaction with the conferment of national honors and the Senate President Godswill Akpabio, describing it as discrimination against the Green Chamber. In a motion sponsored by all 360 lawmakers, they rejected President Bola Tinubu's conferment of the honor of Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic on Speaker Tajuddin Abbas. The lawmakers argued that both chambers of the National Assembly are equal and the Green Chamber should not even be referred to as a lower chamber. They frowned at the GCON honor conferred on the CJN, who is lower in rank than the Speaker. The House urged President Tinubu to correct the error. A quick commercial break. When we come back, we will take a look at the foreign scene. Just stay tuned.
The biggest fish you don't show.
Antonio Guterres has condemned Iranian strikes in Israel after he was banned from the country for his initial response. Speaking to the UN Security Council, Mr. Guterres said it was high time to stop what he called the deadly cycle of tit-for-tat violence in the Middle East. Earlier, Israel's Foreign Minister Israel Katz declared Guterres persona non grata and an anti-Israel Secretary General who lends support to terrorists. On the news this evening, you heard INEC has denied officially handing over the 2023 voters register to RISEC. RISEC is insisting that it followed due process to get the voters register from INEC. The House of Representatives has alleged discrimination and demanded that the GCON honor be given to its speaker. On the foreign scene, the UN chief has condemned Iran's attack after Israel banned him from entering the country. The news was edited by Martha Okera. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I am Kalada Kurubantapur. Good evening, to stay tuned.